Are you struggling with heel contacts, potentially that horrible S word, the shank? If so, make sure you stay tuned to this video. I'm going to share with you a really simple drill, not an easy drill, but a really simple drill to help you reduce those heel contacts and a way you can simply take it to the golf course. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video is all going to be about heel contact. So I'm going to be sharing with you, as I mentioned in the intro there, an exercise that you could do to reduce heel contacts. So it can be a real disaster, and obviously if we hit it far enough out the heel of the golf club, we are hitting what we refer to as a shank, which is a really destructive shot. It might be that you're not that extreme, but you're still heel side of center, and that's causing you some issues in terms of distance, direction. It can be a very destructive shot, obviously with an iron here, with a driver, potentially less so because we haven't got that hosel. But what tends to happen when you hit it out of the heel with the driver is you're losing distance. And we'd expect to see the shot shape for a right-handed golfer either being a pull straight left or encouraging more of a fade or slice out to the right-hand side, and of course the opposite direction curve there for the left-hand side, but the same shots, pulls and slices from heel contacts, and definitely a loss of speed and distance. So even if you're not the player where you're shanking it, but you are striking out the heel, this exercise is going to be really good. So probably the number one reason I would suggest for a heel contact is early extension, is losing posture and your body going this way. So effectively your backside is moving towards the golf ball and your pressure ends up towards your toes, and when that happens the club is moving away from you. There are a couple other reasons. It could be that you maintain posture and swing out to in, but players who tend to go there again tend to early extend and lose posture. So this drill, it's a really tough drill initially if you've never tried it before, but it's maybe one of the best you can do on the driving range or practice area to get out of shanking it, get out of heel contacts. And I'll share with you then a way you could think of that on the golf course without being too technical. So what I'm going to do, I'm setting up with an iron here. I've got a mid iron. I'm going to move the toe of the golf club up towards the golf ball, so there is maybe enough gap for about a T-peg from the end of the toe of the golf club to the golf ball, and then I'm going to place the other golf ball in the middle of the golf club, in the middle of the club face. So I'm going to be setting up now to the outside ball. Nothing special. I'm going to do my normal setup routine for the outside golf ball, but I'm going to be swinging and trying to strike the inside golf ball. So I've got to be making a normal backswing movement, but on the downswing, I'm trying to approach to miss the outside ball and just strike the inside one. This drill would also help you if you're just a player where you don't early extend but your arms get too far out away from you, or we struggle with swing path. This would encourage our arms to be closer to our body on the downswing and generally encourage more of an in to out movement. What I'm going to be focusing on to try and strike this inside golf ball is on the downswing, I'm going to be trying to focus on creating space by almost pushing my pelvis backwards. So I'm going to be focusing on an early extension idea for this movement. Now, I don't care if I catch it heavy. The idea is, can I hit this inside ball and miss the outside one? Tough drill. So set up to the outside one, normal distance. As I said, on the downswing, what I'm going to be trying to do is get my hands closer to my body by creating space. I've created the space here by keeping my pelvis depth, if you like, my backside back. And that's going to allow me to strike that inside ball. Let's give it a whirl. So, I got that very clean actually, but again, the strike does not matter with this drill. I missed the outside ball, I hit the inside ball. I actually got a pretty good ball flight, but that is irrelevant. The idea is, can we miss the outside golf ball? You might start off by striking the two of them. We're not too far off, but keep working on it, you will be able to get it. I had to feel there that my backside stayed behind me to get my arms closer to my body. If you're someone who's been struggling with heel contacts, this is going to actually move you even the other way. Let's try and get the ball nearer the toe of the golf club. So I mentioned I would talk about a method that you could take to the golf course. So what I've got here is a line on the golf ball. Okay, so a line on the ball, and when possible, I'm going to use that line on the ball. Obviously, I'm not allowed to move the ball on the fairway in the rough unless it's winter rules, but off the tee I can do it, and in practice on the driving range while I'm getting used to this as a drill, I can do it. So if I put the ball, the line on the top of the golf ball here, so effectively pointing down my target line, what I'm trying to imagine is I'm going to start with the line in the middle of the club, but I'm going to imagine I'm striking the inside edge of the golf ball, as if I'm hitting the part of the ball, the segment of the ball that's closer to me. Again, to be able to achieve that, I've kept my backside back, my arms are closer to my body, I'm not making this movement where I'm going to struggle with a heel contact. And I may even get some slightly toe contacts, but as I said, if you're someone who's been struggling with a heel strike, you're going to love hitting out the toe to start with. Let's just go the opposite. Let's get away from the heel of the golf club if it's a really destructive shot for you. We could always then minimize it, and we may use this just as a practice drill and then not think about it when we're actually playing, but we've got to drum it in enough. So, setting up with the line in the middle of the golf club, but I'm going to imagine and focus on a spot this side of that line on the inside edge to get that same sensation as if I had that 2-ball drill. Let me give it a go. So felt very similar, definitely felt out the toe of the golf club, but nowhere near the heel. So if you're someone who's struggling with heel contacts, those 2 drills are going to work really well for you on the range, and potentially you could take that second one, just the line on the ball, to the golf course when possible. I know it's going to help. If you've been struggling, this is a great idea and exercise for you. If you do have some joy with it, please comment below. Do hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's for free. New content, at least 2 videos a week, sometimes 3. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.